Welcome to day 6 of the Writer Diaries. My name is Tiana, or Tiana, which is with a J, and this is the little series I've got going on my channel right now where for 30 days I'm going to be uploading a video just talking about how my day's writing went and how I'm feeling and the raw, unfiltered feelings of happiness, joy, sorrow, misery, ecstasy of writing a book. I had the intention to write this morning after breakfast, and then I didn't. I binge watched some TV instead. And I knew I should have written earlier. I actually had the goal to also clean my apartment, which also didn't happen. I have written today. I did finish writing just before I started filming this, and I literally did just 500 words, like 518 words. My goal was to just get those 500 words in and so that I can be done for the day. I have been thinking about how I have this constraint on myself that I can't go to bed if I don't write my 500 words in. And I was watching a YouTube video a couple weeks ago. I don't remember who made it, to be honest, but the guy was talking about how, successful people don't set goals, they actually set constraints, because it's really in your constraints that define what you're willing to tolerate or not, which will ultimately then help you achieve your goals. So people have constraints in the sort of jobs that they're going to do. Some people, they refuse, let's just say someone refuses to work in fast food. I have, again, this constraint of I can't go to bed until I write my 500 words, or now with this additional series, I can't go to bed until I upload a video. But that's a constraint that lasts the whole day. If I, for example, gave myself the constraint that I can't do absolutely anything else before I write my 500 words, or let's say set the constraint of I need to have 500 written words by noon, for example, it ultimately shrinks the amount of time that I have to get those 500 words in, and I give myself a limit that will ultimately help me achieve my goal even at a more successful rate or at a quicker rate. I was thinking about that as I was writing now, because I just wasn't really in the writing mood, to be honest. I genuinely considered even stopping at just over 200 words, because that was last month's goal, and just being like, okay, well, I'm at my previous goal, I can just stop now, but I didn't. And so what I did was, I'm finishing up chapter 17, but I can't figure out how to write the ending, so I just started writing the beginning of chapter 18. I'll just go back to chapter 17 tomorrow. So it was more important for me to just get those words in so I can just be done as soon as possible, rather than try and, push through the end of chapter 17, which just isn't working out for tonight. That kind of fits in with my writer style in the sense that I am what is considered a plantser. So I'm somebody who isn't someone who needs a perfect outline with every single detail and character trait and setting and theme figured out before they start writing their project, but I'm also not a pantser in which I can just open up a Word doc without a single thought written down and, go into it blind. I tend to write my projects with big scenes in mind and certain character traits, names, perhaps settings, and then I basically try and piece it all together on the way as I'm writing. I like that sense of discovery while writing, or that spontaneity, and I've been doing that ever since I started writing. I tried to actually do like a full zero draft / outline for my sci-fi dystopian project ELY, and it kind of worked, but I think I only plotted something up until like chapter 7, and then I started kind of winging it again, winging it in the sense that I knew exactly how I wanted the book to end, and I knew some key scenes that needed to happen after, but I just didn't know what chapters they would be. And so I had a general direction that I was working towards. I just didn't know how I'd get there. And honestly, I take the Plantser approach to life currently. It seems to work out for the most part, but you know, I like having this spontaneity and just kind of doing things on the fly because it keeps things interesting. But honestly, it's not like I'm doing anything that exciting if I'm staying home all day. So I think that I do need to try and structure my time a little bit more, maybe get a more set routine going, or you know, setting more of these constraints of I'm going to write from 9 to 12, or I need to have my 500 words done before noon. So whether that means I start at 11 or 10 or 6:30 in the morning, like I just think I just need to rearrange some of my limits that I can set for myself, so that it's just a nice feeling getting writing done in the morning, and then for the rest of the day I just don't have to worry about it. And let's say it gets really late and I'm tired, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, now I have to go and work on my project. It's already done for the day. It's like one of the reasons people exercise first thing in the morning. They just get the worst part of their day over with. So it's kind of the same thing with writing. Not to say that writing is the worst part of my day, because it's definitely not, but it is a nice feeling when I start getting tired in the evening, or I just want to chill, and then I realize like, wow, I'm already done everything I need to do for the day. I can just relax. That's all I have for today. Nothing too crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know, are you somebody who is a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser? Thanks for watching this episode of the Writer Diaries, and I'll see you in the next one. If you like this video, you already know what to do. Bye!